Welcome to Golden for the Culture, the podcast where faith, leadership, and purpose collide. I'm your host, Jeff Cumberbatch, and today we're diving into a conversation that is not just important, it's urgent. Faith at work, unleashing the spiritual revolution in the workplace. America is at war, not with a foreign enemy, but with itself. The workplace, once a neutral ground, is now a battleground of ideology, race, and politics. But something deeper is happening beneath the surface, a spiritual reckoning. More people are searching for meaning, Bible sales are surging, faith is becoming a core part of how people navigate work, yet organizations are completely missing it. Companies are investing in diversity, wellness, and leadership programs, but they're ignoring one of the biggest needs employees have, the need for faith in the workplace. Today, I'm making the case for why faith-based employee resource groups, ERGs, will be the most essential workplace movement of the next 2 years. And if your company isn't ready for it, you'll be left behind. Let's be honest, workplaces are becoming more divided. Politics, race, and culture wars are causing tension between employees. Leaders are struggling to navigate the chaos, and people are checking out. The American workplace is no longer just about work. It's about how people feel, how they identify, and what they believe. And the more divided we become, the more people search for something deeper, something grounding. And here's the shocking part. Bible sales are at an all-time high. In a time when people are supposedly moving away from religion, why are so many searching for faith? Faith brings clarity, stability, and meaning, which are things that no corporate initiative can replicate. So the real question is, if employees are bringing their whole selves to work, including their faith, why aren't companies creating spaces for that faith to be embraced? This is the spiritual reckoning happening right before our eyes. Every major company has employee resource groups, Black employee networks, women in leadership, LGBTQ plus groups, mental health communities. These groups provide community, advocacy, and support. But what about faith? Why is faith still treated like a workplace taboo? Here's why faith-based ERGs matter. They bring people together across racial and political divides. They provide a space for moral and ethical leadership discussions. They give employees a sense of purpose beyond their job titles. Faith ERGs aren't about pushing religion. They're about creating safe spaces for employees to integrate their beliefs into their professional lives. They can unify where other groups divide because faith transcends political affiliation, race, and job titles. It gives people something higher to connect to. And let me tell you something. The companies that embrace this will have higher engagement, better retention, and stronger leadership in the years to come. Those that don't, they'll struggle to maintain workplace culture. Let me make this clear. 2 years from now, faith networks will be a necessity, not an option. We are entering a time where employees want more than a paycheck. They want a workplace that aligns with their values, a workplace that respects their beliefs, a workplace where they don't have to hide their faith. Faith networks will be the key to bridging cultural and ideological gaps in the workplace, creating values-based leadership that drives ethical decision-making, helping employees navigate stress, burnout, and uncertainty in a world that feels increasingly chaotic. Companies that fail to recognize this shift will lose their best people, but those who embrace it, they will build a workplace culture that lasts. So here's my challenge to you. If you're a leader, an HR professional, or someone with influence in your company, ask yourself, are we prepared for the spiritual shift happening in the workplace? Are we creating spaces for people to express their faith in a way that builds community? Are we ready to lead in a way that prioritizes values, ethics, and purpose? Faith isn't just a private matter anymore, it's a workplace necessity. And if we want truly inclusive workplaces, faith has to be part of the conversation. This is the next great workplace movement, and the time to act is now. Thank you for tuning into Golden for Culture. If this message resonated with you, share it, start the conversation. Because the future of work is faith, and together we're going to lead that change.